15. Which change decreases the resistance of a piece of copper wire? So let's doodle here. Suppose we had, I'm going to zoom way in on what could be a piece of wire. Suppose this is your wire, and alright, so there's electrons flowing through this wire, and electricity is going to the other side. So they want to know what decreases the resistance of a piece of copper wire. Increasing the wire's length. So the resistance through this wire, if we make it even longer, you think that's going to make it easier or harder for the electrons to fight through? It's going to make it harder. Just common sense, right? If something has to go farther, that's gonna produce more resistance. Increasing the wire's resistivity. Resistivity is a property of the material. So if this is copper, then there's a particular value associated with copper. So if you chose some other material which was more resistive, which means probably a better insulator and not as good of a conductor, is that going to make the resistance go up or down? Well, if it's more resistive, if the resistivity is increasing, then that's not going to decrease the resistance. The resistance is a function of the resistivity of the material. So that doesn't work. Decreasing the wire's temperature. This one's actually interesting. Let's come back to this quick. And decreasing the wire's diameter. So imagine if instead of drawing, this is the diameter, if instead of drawing the wire with the thickness that I did, if I had drawn it smaller. It's kind of like water flowing through a pipe when you have electricity flowing through a wire. If you choose a smaller diameter, that's going to restrict the flow. So then you're going to need more pressure or more voltage to push the same amount of electrons through the wire. So if you make that wire smaller, it's going to make it harder. The resistance is going to go up, not down. So that leaves us with 3, and 3 is the best choice. If you decrease the wire's temperature, when you have an electrical circuit and you have a lot of current flowing through the wires actually get brittle, and when that happens, the quality of the metal actually degrades, and if you have too much current, then the wire will eventually actually fail. So decreasing the wire's temperature actually has an effect of decreasing the resistance in the wire, and makes it easier for it to allow more electrons to flow through it, to allow more electricity to flow through it. So 3 is the best choice.